In my video about the difference between radiologists and radiographers, I got a lot of good comments and questions. But in the same way, I think I kind of opened a can of worms and I made some people even more confused. So in this video, I am just going to attempt to explain some very similar words that are confusing to the general public because they sound so similar, but they totally mean different things. Okay, so I'm just going to start off. Radiation. So the first word on my list, it's the emission of energy. Whenever somebody is talking about radiation, they're usually talking about the emission of energy as electromagnetic waves or as moving subatomic particles, especially particles which cause ionization. So I do want to make a video about radiation, just about radiation, so I'll explain that a little bit better in a different video. But basically, any kind of radiation that causes ionization of molecules, it causes cancer. I realized after editing that I might have made it sound like whenever a person is exposed to ionizing radiation, they will get cancer 100% of the time. But however, this is not the case. The problem is when ionizing radiation hits the nucleus of the cell and ionizes the DNA in the nucleus. Ionized DNA can lead to mutations in cancer. Luckily, the cells have ways to repair the damaged DNA before it can cause cancer. So ionizing radiation has a small chance of causing cancer, but the diagnostic information we gain from the imaging far outweighs the risk. As I said in the previous video about the difference between radiologists and radiographers, radiographers, so X-ray techs, I guess I can put that too as another thing. X-ray tech. Okay, so all these words all mean the same thing. It's a person who is trained to take X-rays, but not trained to read them. And this right here is what I am and what I like to make videos about. And if you ask me anything about anything else other than being this, I will not know because that's not what I am. I'm a radiographer or a rad tech or a RT or a radiology technologist or a X-ray tech. Those are all of the different names that you can call me. So a radiologist is totally different than a radiographer. And that's what I explained in my other video. So they are the doctor. They went to medical school. So like, well, biologists and chemists are different types of doctors. They're like PhD doctors. But you can still think of them as like doctors because they know their stuff really, really well. They went to school for a really long time. But a radiologist is a doctor who is specifically trained to read any type of diagnostic medical images. So that can include X-rays, but they also read CTs, ultrasounds, MRIs, nuke med images, and they also help out with special procedures sometimes. They are highly, highly trained. This takes a lot of school, and this is not what I am. I'm this. I am not this. I got some questions about what's the difference between like radiography versus radiographer. Basically, radiology and radiography are really similar. They're the field of study, and this is the actual person who does it, if that makes sense. So kind of think the field of study is biology, but the person who studies it is a biologist. Radiology is a science dealing with X-rays or other high-energy radiation, especially the use of radiation for the diagnosis and treatment of disease. Radiology not only encompasses imaging techniques such as X-ray, but it also encompasses treatments such as radiation therapy, which uses radiation to kill cancer. So radiology can include the taking of pictures and just the use of just radiation in general to help a patient. Radiography, on the other hand, is slightly different. Radiography is a process or occupation of taking radiographs to assist in medical examinations. Radiography is limited to performing the actual imaging tests such as X-ray, CT scans, etc. So basically, the difference really between these two words, radiology and radiography, So radiology includes radiation therapy, and radiation therapy doesn't take pictures. But radiography is just basically the field of study of taking pictures of the human body. And I guess I didn't write this down earlier, but the word radiograph, if you ever see that, radiograph. So radiograph means a picture produced on a sensitive surface by a form of radiation other than visible light. So specifically, it's a picture taken using X-rays or gamma rays. So hopefully this helps you guys understand a little bit more. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, just make sure to comment below and I'll try to answer them. And if it's kind of too complicated, I'll try to answer it in a video. So thank you guys for watching. Have an awesome day.